Have you ever thought about how the colors in your home can influence your financial situation? It might sound surprising, but the energy of colors can do more than just affect your mood. It can impact your prosperity too. In this video, we're going to explore the power of colors through the lens of Buddhist teachings, uncovering how certain colors can invite abundance while keeping financial hardships at bay. Today, we'll reveal the specific color that can help attract wealth into your life. You'll learn how to transform your living space into a magnet for prosperity by drawing on ancestral wisdom and inspiring real-life stories. Imagine being able to refresh your home in a way that not only brings beauty, but also ushers in new financial opportunities. Ready to make that shift? Let's dive in together. One color in particular, green, symbolizes growth and abundance. Think about the natural world. A vibrant green field under the sun, trees whispering in the breeze. It's no wonder that green evokes life flourishing. An old master I once knew taught me that just as plants reach toward the light, we too must seek the light of abundance. Green isn't just about material prosperity, it represents spiritual growth too. When we talk about wealth in Buddhist tradition, it's not just about filling our wallets, but also enriching our hearts and souls. Love, generosity, and our connections with others are the real treasures of life. When I choose green for my home, I invite that energy of growth and vitality into every corner of my life. Imagine your dining room painted in a soft shade of emerald green. Every meal shared with your loved ones becomes more than just nourishment for the body. It feeds your spirit as well. Laughter seems to come easier, stories flow more freely, and before long, money and opportunities begin to flow into your life too. I remember a dear friend of mine, a humble gardener, whose simple life taught me so much about abundance. He tended his small garden with love, and one day an old man asked him how his plants grew so healthy. My friend replied that every leaf is a reminder that abundance is everywhere, waiting to be seen. The old man, touched by his words, offered a partnership that changed my friend's life. Together, they grew more than ever before, their green harvest catching the eye of a local chef who featured their produce in his restaurant. Suddenly, what began as a simple act of gardening blossomed into unexpected financial success. This is the power of green. It reminds us that just as plants reach for the light, we too can thrive when we surround ourselves with the right energy. Every green room you walk into can serve as a reminder that prosperity is always within reach, just waiting for you to cultivate it. Gold is a color that has fascinated people for centuries. Its radiant glow symbolizes not just material wealth, but something much deeper: fullness, success, and inner abundance. When you think of gold, you probably envision luxury, prosperity, and a life filled with riches. And while gold certainly has that association, in Buddhist teachings it represents more than just physical wealth. Gold reflects a balanced life, one where spiritual richness and material success come together in harmony. Imagine walking into a room with golden accents. Maybe it's your living room, where sunlight catches the edges of a gold-framed mirror or highlights the warm golden tones in your decor. Each glimmer reminds you of something profound, that wealth isn't just what's in your bank account, it's also the peace in your mind and the balance in your heart. Gold has this incredible ability to connect the material and the spiritual, serving as a bridge between the two. There's a story that illustrates this beautifully. A young prince, surrounded by riches, jewels, and gold, still felt empty. His life, though filled with luxury, lacked true meaning. So he left his kingdom in search of wisdom, and on his journey he found himself in a Buddhist temple high in the mountains. There he met a wise old monk who took him into a simple room adorned with fine golden details. The monk explained, "This color is not here to remind you of the wealth you left behind. Gold, young prince, is the color of wisdom. Its real power lies not in its shine, but in what it symbolizes, a life of balance between the material and the spiritual." The prince spent days meditating in that golden room, reflecting on his life and realizing that true success comes from knowing oneself, not just acquiring riches. Over time, he returned to his kingdom not with bags of gold, but with a new perspective on what wealth truly meant. His kingdom, now ruled with this wisdom, flourished both spiritually and materially. When you use gold in your home, whether it's in the form of decor or accents, you're not just decorating a space. You're opening the door to the energy of success and fulfillment. Each time your eyes land on those golden details, remind yourself that success isn't just about what you can see or touch. It's also about what you feel within, that sense of accomplishment, of inner balance, of peace. Gold invites that energy into your home, and when placed thoughtfully, especially in high-traffic areas like your entrance or living room, it creates a welcoming atmosphere for both prosperity and personal fulfillment. Every guest who steps into your home, and even you yourself, will feel the uplifting presence of gold's energy. It reminds you to strive not only for external success, but also for inner harmony. Now, let's shift to another powerful color, red. Red is a color full of life, passion, and energy. It's bold, it grabs attention, and it has a way of sparking something deep inside of us. In Buddhist teachings, red is a symbol of power and vitality, but also of courage. The courage to face challenges head-on, to embrace life's ups and downs with strength and determination. Think about a time when you felt particularly energized or motivated. Maybe it was the start of a new project, a goal you were determined to achieve, or even just a moment when you knew you needed to push through a difficult situation. Red carries that kind of energy, the kind that makes you take action, that pushes you forward. When you introduce red into your home, especially in spaces where activity happens, like the kitchen or a workspace, you're inviting that drive and motivation into your life. Let me tell you a story about a young monk who was filled with doubts and uncertainty. He arrived at a monastery seeking answers and spent months in quiet meditation, but something still didn't feel right. He was stuck, unsure of how to move forward. One day, the temple master took him to a small corner of the monastery where there was a kitchen painted in a vibrant shade of red. The master said, "Here, in this space of warmth and action, is where true transformation happens. Meditation is important, but without action, your thoughts remain in the air, ungrounded in reality." At first, the young monk didn't understand. He had always thought that the spiritual path was one of stillness and reflection. But as he began to spend more time in the kitchen, preparing food, stoking the fire, and working with his hands, he started to feel something shift. The red walls of the kitchen, combined with the heat and energy of the fire, awakened a new energy within him. He realized that life is about both reflection and action. The red in the kitchen symbolized the spark that ignited his spirit, reminding him that while inner peace is important, taking decisive action is what propels us forward. When you choose red for your home, especially in places where activity is central, like the kitchen, you're not just adding color to the walls. You're invoking that inner force we all have, the one that drives us to take action, to move toward our goals with determination. Red pushes you to act, reminding you that waiting for opportunities isn't enough. You need to go out and create them. It's a bold color that stirs up movement and motivation. And every time you move through that red space, you'll feel the energy flowing, propelling you forward, reminding you that you have the power to transform your life. Just like the young monk who discovered that action is essential for growth, you too can harness the power of red to energize your days and attract the success you seek. Every meal cooked in a red kitchen, every task completed in a red workspace becomes a moment of transformation. You're not just preparing food or finishing tasks, you're fueling the engine that drives you towards success, one step at a time. Red, then, is more than just a color. It's a daily reminder of your strength, your determination, and your ability to take charge of your destiny. Let's move on to the next color, and here we find the calming, thoughtful energy of blue. If red ignites action, then blue soothes the soul, bringing clarity and calm into our lives. Blue is the color of the sky and the ocean, those vast, infinite spaces that remind us of the importance of stillness and peace in a chaotic world. Blue has this profound ability to quiet the mind and bring about a sense of calm and depth. It's no wonder that in Buddhist teachings, blue symbolizes wisdom and clarity, the kind of wisdom that can only emerge when the mind is still and distractions fade into the background. Think of the way the ocean stretches endlessly, or how the sky remains serene even when clouds pass by. Blue invites us to pause, reflect, and reconnect with that part of ourselves that holds deep insight and peace. When you bring blue into your home, you're creating an environment where calm and focus can thrive. It's a color that encourages mental clarity, which is why it's perfect for spaces where you need to think clearly, like an office, a study, or even a bedroom where you can unwind after a long day. In a world filled with constant noise, blue gives you permission to take a deep breath and step back, offering a sense of space and openness that can help you see things more clearly. I'm reminded of a story about a wealthy merchant who, despite his material success, was plagued with anxiety and indecision. Every financial decision he made seemed fraught with doubt, and no matter how much money he accumulated, he could never find peace. His mind was constantly racing, filled with worries about the future and fear of losing everything he had worked for. In his quest for answers, he journeyed to a remote mountain monastery where he sought the guidance of a wise monk. The monk led him to a simple room, its walls painted in soft shades of blue. The serenity of the room struck the merchant immediately. There were no distractions, only a calming presence that seemed to quiet his restless mind. The monk poured him a cup of tea and said, "The water in this cup reflects your mind. When it is agitated, you cannot see clearly. But when it is still, you can see everything as it truly is." The merchant was confused at first. How could calming his mind help him with his business decisions? But the monk explained that true clarity does not come from accumulating more wealth or information, but from finding peace within. As the merchant spent more time in that blue room, observing the vastness of the sky through the window, he began to understand. His mind, like the sky, could remain calm even as the storms of life passed by. He realized that peace was the key to making wiser, more thoughtful decisions. Over time, the merchant applied this teaching to his daily life. By calming his mind, he found that his financial decisions became sharper, his intuition more reliable, and his overall life more tranquil. He no longer needed to chase success. It flowed to him naturally, now that his mind was clear and focused. When you introduce blue into your home, particularly in spaces where you need to think deeply or make important decisions, you're inviting that same energy of calm and clarity. Blue helps to dispel mental clutter, making room for thoughtful reflection and wise choices. It's not just about creating a beautiful space, it's about fostering an environment where your mind can rest and rejuvenate, where creativity and insight can flourish. Imagine your office or bedroom painted in soothing shades of blue. As you step into that space, the day's stresses begin to melt away. You're able to focus on the tasks at hand with a clearer mind, and when it's time to rest, the peacefulness of the room lulls you into a deeper state of relaxation. Every time you look at those blue walls, you're reminded of the vastness of the sky, the endless possibilities that open up when your mind is calm and your spirit is at peace. But just as we need calm, we also need creativity, and that's where yellow comes in. Yellow is the color of the sun, of joy, energy, and creativity. It's bright, it's uplifting, and it's a color that sparks inspiration. In Buddhist teachings, yellow symbolizes a mind that is alive with optimism and potential. A mind that shines like the sun, attracting opportunities and economic growth through its radiant energy. I remember a story about a young artisan who struggled with self-doubt. He was incredibly talented, but he could never quite believe in himself. His workshop was filled with tools and materials, but his projects remained unfinished, and his ideas never seemed to come to life. He felt stuck, paralyzed by the fear that his work wasn't good enough. One day, while wandering through the countryside, he encountered a Buddhist master painting a mandala in vibrant shades of yellow. Intrigued, the artisan asked the master why he had chosen that particular color. The master smiled and said, "Yellow is the color of awakening. It is the light of creativity that shines when the heart is full of optimism. When you fill your life with this color, everything seems possible. The clouds of doubt disappear and the sun of opportunity shines through." Inspired by the master's words, the artisan returned to his workshop and decided to try something different. He painted one of the walls in a vibrant yellow, hoping that the color would spark the inspiration he so desperately needed. What happened next was almost magical. Every morning, as he entered his workshop and saw the yellow walls illuminated by the morning light, something inside him shifted. His hands moved more freely, his ideas flowed like never before, and soon his business began to thrive. It wasn't just the change in color that brought this transformation. It was the shift in his mindset. The yellow walls reminded him each day to approach his work with optimism and joy, to believe that his ideas were valuable and that his creativity could bring him success. Over time, his workshop became not only a place of productivity, but a source of inspiration for others, as his creative spirit attracted more clients and opportunities. When you choose yellow for a creative space or workspace, you're doing more than just brightening the room. You're inviting the energy of optimism and creativity into your life. Yellow stimulates the mind, helping ideas flow more easily and solutions to problems seem closer. It's a color that reminds you that with the right attitude, any challenge can be overcome, and every idea has the potential to grow into something great. Picture yourself in a room filled with the warm glow of yellow. Maybe it's your office, where you brainstorm new ideas, or a space where you pursue your hobbies. Each time you step into that room, the energy of the color lifts your spirits and opens your mind to new possibilities. You're no longer weighed down by doubt or hesitation. Instead, you feel light, inspired, and ready to take on whatever comes your way. Yellow is more than just a color. It's a beacon of hope and creativity, a reminder that with the right mindset, you can transform any situation into an opportunity for growth and success. So, when you bring yellow into your home, know that you're inviting not only beauty, but also the energy of potential and positivity. It's a powerful way to boost your creativity, attract new opportunities, and fill your life with the joy and light of the sun. Orange is a color that radiates warmth and energy. It's a color that doesn't go unnoticed, and its vibrant presence fills any space with a sense of vitality and enthusiasm. In Buddhist teachings, orange holds a special place. It's not just about energy and creativity, but about balance and harmony, especially in relationships. The color blends the energetic drive of red with the optimism of yellow, creating a dynamic that encourages growth in both personal and professional relationships. I remember an old story about a merchant who had a small market in a busy town. Despite offering high-quality products, he struggled to attract customers. His shop was functional, but lacked the warmth and connection that could draw people in. It felt cold, and that coldness kept potential customers from stopping by. One day, a Buddhist master passed by and, sensing the merchant's struggle, offered him simple advice: paint the walls of your shop orange. The merchant, puzzled by the suggestion, asked, "How can changing the color improve my business?" The master explained, "Orange is a color of invitation. Just as the sunset invites people to rest, orange invites connection. A business thrives not just on what you sell, but on the relationships you build." The merchant, intrigued, followed the master's advice and painted his shop in a bright, inviting orange. Almost immediately, he noticed a change. People began stopping by more frequently, drawn in by the warmth of the space. They didn't just come to buy, they stayed to talk, to connect, and to recommend his shop to others. Conversations flowed, relationships blossomed, and soon his business was not only thriving, but had become a gathering place for the community. The orange walls, once simply a background, had transformed the energy of the shop into a place where relationships and opportunities flourished. This is the power of orange. It creates a welcoming environment where people feel comfortable, connected, and engaged. When you use orange in your home, especially in communal areas like the living room or dining room, you're not just adding a burst of color, you're creating a space where relationships can grow and thrive. Orange fosters communication, collaboration, and sincerity, making it the perfect choice for spaces where you want people to feel at ease and connected. Think of your living room, a place where family and friends gather, filled with the warmth of orange. Every conversation that takes place in that space feels more open, every interaction more genuine. Orange doesn't just create an inviting atmosphere, it encourages the kind of deep connections that can lead to lasting success, both personally and professionally. It's a color that says, "Come in, stay a while, let's connect." And those connections can be the key to unlocking new financial opportunities, creative collaborations, and a network of support that enhances every part of your life. The beauty of orange is that it's not only about personal relationships, it extends to the professional world as well. In spaces where teamwork and collaboration are key, orange creates an environment where ideas flow easily and partnerships are built on trust and mutual respect. Whether it's in a business setting or your home, the energy of orange invites prosperity by nurturing the relationships that make success possible. And let's not forget, success isn't just about money. It's about the relationships you cultivate, the people you connect with, and the way those connections help you grow. When you bring orange into your home, you're fostering an environment that invites that kind of growth, where every conversation, every interaction feels meaningful. It's not just about what you achieve individually, but how you build something together with others. Now imagine walking through your home, every corner glowing with the warm energy of orange. You feel more open, more connected, and more supported. You're not just decorating your space, you're creating an environment that nurtures the relationships that bring fulfillment and prosperity into your life. Whether it's family gatherings in your orange-accented living room or brainstorming sessions with colleagues in an orange-energized workspace, the energy this color brings will fill your life with opportunities to connect, collaborate, and succeed. White, on the other hand, offers a completely different kind of energy, one of purity, clarity, and renewal. It's often associated with new beginnings, with wiping the slate clean and starting fresh. In Buddhist teachings, white is a color of mental clarity and spiritual purity. It symbolizes the opportunity to clear away the old, stagnant energies in your life and make way for growth, success, and new opportunities. There's a story I once heard about a young woman who felt stuck in her life. Her career had stalled, her relationships felt stagnant, and no matter how hard she tried, she couldn't seem to move forward. Her home, much like her life, was cluttered with old memories, dusty objects, and things she no longer needed but couldn't let go of. She knew she needed a change, but didn't know where to start. In her search for answers, she visited a Buddhist monastery where she met an old monk who listened carefully to her frustrations. After a moment of reflection, the monk took her to a simple, completely white room. The walls, the ceiling, the floor, everything was painted bright white, and the space felt light, as if the air itself could flow freely. The monk explained, "White is the color of purity and beginnings. It represents a space where anything can happen because there is nothing in the way. Just as this room is free of clutter, your life needs to be cleared so that new opportunities can come in." Inspired by the monk's words, the young woman returned home and made a bold decision. She began by getting rid of everything that no longer served her: old clothes, broken furniture, items that were weighing her down emotionally and physically. Then she painted her hallway and a small room white, just like the monk's room. As the white paint spread across the walls, she felt something shift inside her. Each stroke of the brush felt like she was clearing her own path, making space for new energy, new opportunities. Over time, things began to change. Her career, once stagnant, began to move forward. New doors opened that she hadn't even seen before. Her personal life, too, blossomed as she let go of the old relationships that were holding her back and made room for new connections. The white walls in her home were more than just a fresh coat of paint. They were a symbol of the fresh start she had given herself. By clearing away the old, she had made room for the new. When you bring white into your home, especially in areas where energy tends to get stuck, like hallways or small rooms, you're creating a space where that stagnant energy can finally flow freely. White invites clarity, renewal, and new beginnings, and it can help you clear your mind and your environment, making space for fresh opportunities to come into your life. It's more than just a color. It's a way to reset and refresh, both in your home and in your life. Picture yourself walking through a white hallway or sitting in a room painted in soft, bright white. The space feels open, light, and full of possibility. It's a place where your mind can clear, your heart can rest, and new ideas, new opportunities can take root. White is like a blank canvas, ready for you to create something new. It gives you the freedom to let go of what no longer serves you and embrace the fresh, new energy that's waiting to enter your life. And just like that young woman, you too can use the power of white to invite new opportunities and a sense of clarity into your life. Whether it's painting a room or simply clearing out the clutter, white reminds you that sometimes in order to move forward, you need to create space for something new. It's about letting go of the old and trusting that what comes next will be exactly what you need. So as you think about how to use colors in your home, remember that each one carries its own energy, its own invitation for transformation. Orange brings warmth and connection, fostering relationships and collaboration. White offers clarity and renewal, helping you clear the path for new opportunities. Together, they can help you create a home that not only reflects your style, but also supports your journey toward growth, success, and abundance. By thoughtfully integrating these colors into your environment, you're not just decorating, you're creating a space where energy flows freely, where opportunities flourish, and where your life can expand in ways you never thought possible. Each color you choose adds a new layer of meaning, a new opportunity for growth, connection, and clarity. And with the right balance of colors, your home can become a true reflection of the abundant, fulfilling life you're creating. As we come to the end of this video, remember that the power to transform your life is truly in your hands. And sometimes it's as simple as the colors you choose to surround yourself with. Each shade carries its own unique energy, and by inviting these colors into your home, you're opening the door to new opportunities, deeper connections, and a more prosperous life. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with "I welcome abundance into my life" to affirm your commitment to positive change. Share this video with someone you care about, because together we can create a ripple effect of abundance, peace, and growth. Thank you for being here today and for taking this step towards a more fulfilling life. Until next time, keep believing, keep growing, and remember, you have the power to invite prosperity into every corner of your world. Stay tuned for more insights, and I'll see you in the next video.